Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Good afternoon, everyone. So we have been learning fifth session, right? Or the third chapter. So Chetas and objects, right? Chetas and objects. So we have a two unconsciousness chetas, right? Two type of unconsciousness. So it takes present visible objects, right? Present visible objects. So you saw somebody yesterday, then you visualize in your mind, right? Not with your eye. So therefore, the unconsciousness, two type of unconsciousness, just take present visible form only, right? Only. So similarly, two type of ear consciousness take present sound, right? Then if you heard the sound of one person that you met yesterday, it is not a present one, right? It is already past. So here, two type of ear consciousness take only present sound. Similarly, two type of nose consciousness take only present smells. And also, two type of tongue consciousness take only present taste. And two type of body consciousness takes only present tangible, right? Tangible objects. So these are classification of chetas according to their objects, right? Their objects. And triple mind element. So as I said last week, so this session is the most difficult, the most challenging one for me. So I think some of the I'm trying to explain how to say the background meaning, but if I cannot answer, I think maybe you can find out. We can find out the answer together, huh? Some of the answer I may not give, right? So here, triple mind element. In Bali, we call it manodhatu. So triple mind element is five door advancing consciousness. Yeah, five door advancing consciousness and receiving consciousness. So as we all know that when we see an object with the eye, right? Before we see with the eye consciousness, there is a five door advancing consciousness, right? So that cheta open the door. Five door advancing consciousness, and also we have a two type of receiving consciousness. Then you receive what you see, you receive what you hear, right? So five door advancing chetas and two type of receiving consciousness. So these three are called mind element. Mind element. In other words, we can call it triple element of the mind, because these three chetas are very important for the mind, right? To know the object. So without these three elements, so you cannot know the object. So therefore, it's very important, right? Five door advancing consciousness and two type of receiving consciousness, they are called mind element, manodhatu, right? So they take only pleasant five material objects. So I think we have to think based on mind process, right? Based on mind process. So when you see one object, the 5 door advancing consciousness open the door, right? So then only I consciousness. Then after I consciousness, you receive it, right? You receive it. So therefore, mind element, 5 door advancing consciousness, and receiving consciousness. So they will take only 5 objects. The objects that have been taken by the eye, taken by the ear, nose, tongue, and the body, right? So actually, we can call it present 5 material objects. Actually, the mind is immaterial one, right? The mind is immaterial one. Eye, ear, nose, tongue, the body are material one. So we can call it triple mind element or manodhatu takes the present 5 material objects, right? Then I think you can see page number. I forgot to tell the page number. 140, right? Thank you. 141. Look at the page number 141. You can look at the chart, right? So if you see the chart, you can see the first one, eye consciousness, ear, nose, tongue, body. They take only present visible form, sound, smell, taste, and tangible, right? Tangible. We are talking about second one, mind element. So 3 type of mind element take the present 5 objects, right? So they take present 5 material objects, form, visible form, sounds, ear, nose, tongue, smell, taste, and tangible, etc. So as they arise in the 5 doors. So as you know, 5 door advancing consciousness and 2 type of receiving consciousness only arise in the 5 doors. They will not arise in the mind doors, right? So and then we have to take note. Based on that one, we have to think about it. So it is only present one, not past, not the future, right? Then look at next one. The next one, 3 type of investigating consciousness, mind producing consciousness, and 8 great resultant chaitas. So altogether 12. So these 12 chaitas takes sense sphere object. Sense sphere object. So when we talk about sense sphere, as you all know that we have 54 chaitas, right? 54 chaitas. So these 54 chaitas were associated with 52 chaitasikas as well as 28 mattas, right? 28 mattas. So therefore, when we talk about 3 type of investigating consciousness, mind producing consciousness, and 8 great resultant chaitas, so altogether 12. If we take it, if we remember in a short way, so these 12 chaita takes only sense sphere. Sense sphere, I would say sense sphere, right? So when we talk about sense sphere, as you know, in terms of chaita, we have 54 chaitas. And we also have 52 chaitasikas that associate with the 54 chaitas. And also we have 28 mattas, right? 28 mattas. So we are talking about chaitas and object, right? Chaitas and object. So let's look at the meaning behind. So here I have taken this one. 3 investigating chaitas and 8 great resident chaitas takes 6 sense sphere objects in 6 doors when they perform retentive function. retentive function. So as you all know that, not only retentive function as well as investigating function, right? Investigating function. So just look at the mind process. So when you see the object, the door open, 5 door adverting chatter, right? 5 door adverting consciousness. Then after that you will see eye consciousness, 2 type of eye consciousness. Then after that you will receive it, receiving consciousness. Then after that, after receiving, you have to investigate, right? So investigating consciousness. So actually, investigating consciousness arises not only 5 doors, but also in mind doors. So when we talk about mind doors, so there is no investigating function. We don't need to investigate because the mind is very quick. No time to investigate, no time to receive, right? Right away you will enjoy. You will have a jhana. So the point here is, so when we talk about, we have to divide into 2 categories, 5 doors, and the first 5 doors and mind door, right? Make it 2. So when we talk about the first 5 doors, so 3 investigating consciousness perform the function of investigation, then as well as retentive, right? Perform 2 functions. So when we talk about mind doors, 3 type of investigating consciousness do not perform the function of investigating. No need, right? It perform only retentive function. And I think that if you do not know the function of the mind, it will be not easy to understand. But here, so the point here is, so in the case of the first 5 doors, 3 investigating consciousness perform not only investigating functions, but also retentive function as well, right? 2 functions. But in any case, it is connected with the sense sphere, connected with the senses, right? Connected with the senses. Regarding with 8 great resultant, so it will function, it will perform the function of retentive function, right? Retentive function in the 6 doors, So especially regarding with sense sphere. So here, very important, sense sphere objects. So these chatter, as well as mind producing, right? Later I will talk about mind producing. So when we learn mind process, the 5 door adverting, the door open, then eye consciousness, and receiving consciousness, then investigating consciousness. So here, investigating consciousness is related to what you see, what you hear, etc. So that means investigating consciousness arises based on senses, right? Based on senses. So when you meditate, when you attain jhana, there is no investigating. The Brahma, in the Brahma realms, they don't have a investigating. They have a investigating, but they don't have a 8 great resultant. So the point here is, both investigating chatters as well as 8 great chatters. So these 11 chatters are connected with the senses. So therefore, they take sense sphere objects. See, the objects that are connected with the senses. When you meditate, so these chatter will not arise. But of course, before you attain jhana, they will still arise. But when you attain jhana, when you attain magga and phala, they will not arise. So there will be no retentive function. There will be no retentive function, right? So therefore, 3 investigating chetas and 8 great resident chetas takes sense sphere objects. Sense sphere objects. So it can be all the 6, right? In the mind, in the idol, etc., right? 6 doors. So when they perform retentive function as well as investigating function, right? Investigating function. Regarding with the smile producing chetas, it arises connected with the sense sphere objects in 6 sense doors. 6 doors when it performs jhana function. So as you all know that smile producing cheta is among the jhana, right? We have a 55 jhana chetas. Smile producing consciousness is among jhana, right? So here we can think according to logic. Normally when Arahant and when the Buddha sees something, smile, right? When Arahant or the Buddha hears something, smile, right? So that means the smile, this mind consciousness is connected with the senses, right? Connected with the senses. So therefore, but of course, we have other consciousness that make us smile. Sometimes when we get something we want, we smile, right? That is a loba mula cheta. The cheta rooted in loba, right? Greed. Sometimes when we are doing good deed, it makes us smile, right? So that also some of the chetas make us smile. But regarding with the smile producing chetas, as we all know that this cheta arises only in the minds of Arahant and the Buddha, right? So actually, the Buddha and Arahant, they smile because of the reason, some reasons, right? But of course, they also smile with the other cheta, just like a functional chetas accompanied by joy, right? Accompanied by joy. But this one, regarding with the smile producing chetas, so when the Buddha and Arahant, when they see something, they smile, right? That there is a reason why they smile, right? Actually, I have explained when we learn smile producing chetas, right? Then, so therefore, when they see, when they hear, so this cheta is connected with the senses. So therefore, smile producing consciousness takes the object or sense sphere object, right? So when Arahant and the Buddha smile, thinking something, it is not smile producing one, the other type, right? The other type. So when we learn in the 6th chapter in Rupa, so we have to learn which chetas make us smile, right? So which chetas, depending on which cheta we smile, right? We smile. So up to now, for the time being, this one, smile producing chetas arises depending on sense sphere objects, right? Sense sphere objects. So therefore, above mentioned 25 chetas takes only sense sphere object, karma ramna, right? Karma object, only sense sphere object. So as you all know that 2 type of eye consciousness arises based on some object that we see, right? That we see. In the same way, ear consciousness, nose consciousness, and tongue consciousness, body consciousness. So these two set of five-fold consciousness, altogether 10, right? Altogether 10. And also triple mind element, as well as we have a 12 chaita, 3 investigating consciousness, mind producing consciousness, 8 great resultant, right? So altogether 25. So these 25 chaita takes only sense sphere object. Based on sense sphere objects, these chaita arises, right? Understand? Any question? I think when you learn further, I think you will understand better, right? You will understand better. So for the time being, you can remember that these 25 chaitas takes only sense sphere object. So sense sphere object means, so when we talk about in terms of chaita chaitasika, so we have a 54 chaitas, and we have 52 chaitasikas that associate with those sense sphere chaitas, right? And also 28 rupas. 28 rupas. Okay. Then, so here they cannot take the concept object or sublime object or supramundane object. So therefore, look at this one, supramundane object. So here, supramundane object means magga, chaita, phala chaita, and nibbana. Just look at nibbana. So you cannot see nibbana with your own eye, right? Right? You cannot hear. You cannot touch with your body, right? So therefore, so unconsciousness, etc., they cannot take nibbana object, right? Nibbana object. And also the concept have to think with your mind, right? With your mind. Okay, then let's go. 12 unwholesome chaitas, 12 unwholesome chaitas, and 4 sense sphere beautiful wholesome chaita, and we have a 4 sense sphere beautiful functional chaitas, so which are associated from knowledge, dissociated from knowledge. So as you all know that we have a 8 great wholesome chaita, 8 great functional chaitas, right? 4 are associated with the knowledge, and 4 are dissociated from knowledge. But this one dissociated from knowledge. 12 unwholesome chaitas, 4 sense sphere beautiful wholesome chaitas, 4 sense sphere beautiful functional chaitas. So dissociated from knowledge. Altogether 20. So these 20 chaita will take mundane objects, 81 mundane chaitas, and 52 chaitasika that associate with 81 chaita, and also 28 matters, as well as a concept. So here you can understand that, so these 20 chaitas were not able to take the objects of sublime, jhana chaita, and supramundane chaita, right? Supramundane. These 21 chaita will take only the objects of mundane objects. Among the mundane sublime chaita as well, right? Manda mande, sublime chaita as well. Sublime including jhana, right? 81 mundane chaitas, and then 52 chaitasikas, 28 matters, as well as a concept. So actually I have taken the these chaita cannot take supramundane objects. So when we talk about supramundane, so we have 9 supramundane objects, 4 magga and 4 phala and nibbana, right? So when we talk about chaita, we have only 8 supramundane chaitas. So when we use the word lokottara or supramundane, we have 9, right? Nibbana is not chaita. So therefore, a very famous, so when I talk about Nibbana, so earlier I referred to a statement talked by a very famous scholar. And he used Nibbana as a state of mind. Actually, Nibbana is not a state of mind, right? So when we talk about supramundane, regarding with the chaita, we have only 8 chaita, right? But Nibbana is supramundane one, but not chaita. So these 20 chaitas cannot take supramundane objects because these supramundane objects are very pure and very profound. So therefore, these 20 chaitas will not be able to take or will not be able to see, right? Able to see. So therefore, but I think that is my thinking, not written, not from the Bhikkhu Body book. So when we attain jhana, we still have a wager. Because for those who have attachment to the jhana, that is a wager, right? A wager. So a wager is moha or delusion, right? So therefore, even though we have an unwholesome mental state, we can experience the bliss of jhana, right? The bliss of jhana. But regarding with magga phala nibbana, you cannot experience the bliss of those supramundane objects with the unwholesome mental state, right? Unwholesome mental state. So they are very pure, very profound. Regarding with dissociated from knowledge, but of course, only for those who have knowledge or wisdom, they can experience magga phala nibbana, right? So without wisdom, without understanding, see the opposite of avijja is vijja, right? Vijja means wisdom. Just look at, actually I have a, sorry. Okay, I think that is the reason the nibbana objects, supramundane objects are pure and profound. So therefore, so we cannot experience, right? When we have these 20 chaitas. In other words, these 20 chaitas will take the objects of 81 mundane chaitas and 52 chaitasika, 20 matters and concept, right? Concept. The next one, so we have a sense sphere, 4 sense sphere, beautiful, wholesome chaita, associated with the knowledge. But here, associated with the knowledge. Then we have to take note this one, wholesome one, not functional, right? Not functional. This one is a wholesome one. Sense sphere, beautiful, wholesome chaitas associated with the knowledge. So in other words, we can call it 4 great wholesome chetas associated with the knowledge, right? Associated with the knowledge. And also wholesome abhidhamma. Bhikkhu Bodhi, he used direct knowledge, right? Direct knowledge. Wholesome abhidhamma. So actually we have 2 types of abhidhamma, a direct knowledge. So as a worldlings and as a trainees, they can have a different type of supernatural powers, right? If they have this abhidhamma or this direct knowledge. As the Arahant and the Buddha, and they will have functional abhidhamma, not wholesome one, right? Not wholesome one. So for those Arahant and the Buddha, and they can create a lot of miracles, a lot of supernatural powers based on functional abhidhamma, right? So we have 2 types. So in the minds of Arahant and the Buddha, abhidhamma, direct knowledge means functional direct knowledge. But for the rest of the people, like orderlies and trainees, training me here for those who are under training, not reach the final, not achieve final stage yet, right? So therefore, other than Arahant, so the rest are especially Sotapanna, Sakadagami, and Nagami, they are trainees, right? So if they attain abhidhamma or direct knowledge, that will be wholesome, right? So we have 2 types of abhidhamma, functional and wholesome. But when you attain these direct knowledge can achieve only you attain the 5th 5 material jhana. The 5th 5 material jhana. Next chapter you have to learn. I will explain in detail, right? I will explain in detail. So what look like what is abhidhamma, the right knowledge, and how you can attain it, right? How you can attain it. So here, for the time being, just remember that. So here, wholesome abhidhamma, one wholesome abhidhamma or one wholesome direct knowledge me, it is for worldlings as well as trainees, right? Trainees. So these 5 chetas will be able to take all the object except all the objects except Arahata Magga and Arahata Phala. So they can take all the object except Arahata Magga and Arahata Phala. So the reason is they haven't achieved Arahata Phala and Arahata Magga. Arahata Magga and Arahata Phala. For those who haven't achieved those path and fruition chetas, they will not take those objects, right? They will not take those objects. The reason is, so these are Arahata path, the path, Arahata Magga and Arahata Phala, all these are beyond their reach, right? Beyond their reach. So therefore, other than Arahata Magga and Arahata Phala, so they can take these 5 chetas, can reach, right? Other object. So here, therefore, 5 chetas, their object is 87 chetas, right? So we have to exclude 2 cheta, that means Arahata Magga and Arahata Phala. And 52 chetasikas that associate with 87. And also Nibbana and concept. When Sotapanna attain Nibbana, so when somebody becomes Sotapanna, and the moment he achieves Magga and Phala, he can experience Nibbana, right? So actually he can experience Nibbana. When somebody becomes Sakadagami, can experience the bliss of Nibbana, right? So therefore, Nibbana. Concept is very easy. They can imagine, right? they can, in their mind, they have a lot of concept, right? Names, mental images in their mind. So actually, I have taken the note from Bhikkhu Bodhi book. So here, worldlings, Puthojana, and trainees in Bali, Sikha. Do not here. Sorry, I missed out. Do not know the path and fruition cheda of an arahant, since they haven't attained those states of mind themselves, because they haven't achieved the path and fruition of arahant, right? So therefore, those two chedas are beyond their knowledge. But other than that, they can experience, right? They can take all the object. The path and fruition cheda of arahant are not accessible to the wholesome chedas associated with the knowledge. So as we all know that the path and fruition chedas can experience only by arahant and the Buddha, right? So therefore, the cheda that arise in the Buddha and arahant function as one. So here we are talking about wholesome cheda. So any type of wholesome cheda cannot take the objects of arahata magga and arahata phala. The path and fruition cheda of trainees are inaccessible to the cheda of worldlings. So as a normal people, we cannot have access to the magga and phala cheda of trainees, right? So we cannot accept. So we are not able to take the objects of Sodapati, magga, phala, because we haven't attained yet, right? We haven't attained yet. So and also Sakadagami, magga, phala, arahata, magga, phala. So we don't have any access. Those are higher chetas or supramundane chetas. So the reason is we haven't achieved yet, right? We haven't attained those chetas yet. And also here, the path and fruition chetas of trainees at a higher stage are inaccessible to the cheda of trainees at a lower stage. Sotapanna, the mind of Sotapanna cannot take the object of Sakadagami magga phala, Anagami magga phala, right? Also, the cheda of Sakadagami cannot take the object of Anagami magga phala, because they haven't attained yet, right? So we have to understand in this way. So actually, we are talking about, when we talk about this one, we are talking in general, right? In general. When we talk about clearly and specifically, so the mind of Sotapanna cannot take the object of Sodapati, Sakadagami magga phala, Anagami magga phala, as well as Arahata magga phala, right? Like this. But we are talking in general. The wholesome sense-sphere chetas associated with the knowledge can know the path and fruition chetas as well as nibbana when trainees review their own supramundane attainments. When trainees review their own supramundane attainments, then after somebody became Sotapanna, he review what he have experienced, what he have attained, right? So by that time, then he can take the object of nibbana, right? Nibbana. The reason is, the moment he attains Sotapaddi Magga, so the object of Sotapaddi Magga and Phala is Nibbana. Therefore, when Sotapanna review what he have experienced, even by that time, he can take Nibbana object, right? Nibbana object. So it is only wholesome one, not functional, right? Not functional. The next one, the same Chetas, here means the same Cheta means wholesome sincere Cheta. In other words, great wholesome Cheta, right? Great wholesome Cheta associated with the knowledge. This one associated with the knowledge is very important one. The same Chetas takes Nibbana as object on the occasion called change of lineage, Kodrabu, immediately preceding the arising of supramundane path. So next chapter we have to learn mind process. So when we attain Sotapanna, Sotapaddi Magga and Phala, so we have mind process. So in that mind process, before Sotapaddi Magga, there is one mind movement. It's called change of lineage, because it is the moment we attain Sotapaddi Magga, so our mental state change to supramundane from mundane one, from mundane to supramundane. So that state of mind is called Kodrabu. In English, change of lineage. So even at this moment, the moment we attain change of lineage, Kodrabu, so our mind take Nibbana object. Nibbana object, right? Nibbana object. The same Cheta means wholesome sincere Cheta, right? Wholesome sincere Chetas. Sometimes it's very, I think for those who are very new, very complicated. But I think when we go next chapter, you will know this one, right? Change of lineage. And also next chapter we have to learn how mundane Cheta link with the supramundane Cheta, right? So how mundane Cheta, change to supramundane one, right? Before supramundane Cheta, there is only wholesome or functional Cheta that are associated with the knowledge. The Cheta dissociated from knowledge cannot experience jhana and also Lokotara, supramundane one. Okay? So therefore, four sincere, wholesome, sincere, beautiful, wholesome Cheta, and also wholesome abhanya or wholesome direct knowledge can experience all the object except Arahata Magga and Arahata Phala. So the reason is wholesome mental state, wholesome Cheta cannot experience Arahata Magga and Phala, right? Only Arahant and the Buddha can experience. So therefore, for those who have achieved Magga, Arahata Magga and Arahata Phala, then they cannot take that object, right? Cannot take that object. So other than Arahata Magga and Phala, they can take all the object. You know, the scope is getting bigger and bigger, right? Getting bigger and bigger. Unconsciousness only present visible object. Only one, right? Very, very little. Mind element can take 5 object, right? 5 object. And 12 Chetas, so 3 investigating consciousness, and 8 great resident Chetas and mind producing Cheta. These 12 can take only sincere object. They cannot take sublime or supramundane or concept, right? And we have a 20 Cheta can take mundane one, right? Mundane one. And Cetasika, that associated with the mundane, and also 28 matters. And we have a 4 great wholesome Cheda associated with the knowledge, and also 1 wholesome direct knowledge can take the object or the object except Arata Magga and Phala. When you look at page number 142, when we look at 142, you will see the explanation about Abhidhamma, right? Wholesome direct knowledge, right? Wholesome direct knowledge that can attain worldlings as well as the trainees, right? But only here, these knowledge are acquired through a special application of the 5th jhana Cheda. So when you attain the 5th jhana, immaterial jhana, you have to do it. How to say? Enter. It became very clear to you. You are very clever in it. So then only you can attain direct knowledge, right? Direct knowledge. So for the wholesome Abhidhamma attained by worldlings and trainees, the functional direct knowledge are acquired by Arahants and the Buddha, right? Arahant and the Buddha. And you can read by yourself, right? By yourself. So that means with 2 types of direct knowledge, right? Direct knowledge. So wholesome direct knowledge cannot experience or cannot take Arata Magga and Phala. Right? Okay, the next one. Sincere, beautiful, functional Chedas associated with the knowledge. So we have 4, right? 4 Kriya Cheda. And also functional Abhidhamma, 1 functional direct knowledge. So this one is attained by Arahant and the Buddha, right? As well as mind or advarding. Actually, in the mind or advarding can experience any object. So when you attain jhana, you have to open your mind. When you attain Magga and Phala, you have to open that mind. So therefore, mind or advarding consciousness can experience or can take any object, right? Any object. Even before you attain direct knowledge. So your mind have to be open. So that is mind or advarding. So here, functional direct knowledge, as we have said, that is attained by Arahant and the Buddha. So for the Arahant and the Buddha, they have experience all the Magga and all the Phala, right? And they know all the Chedas and Cetasika as well as Mattas, right? So therefore, functional Abhidhamma also can take all the objects here, all the objects. And also here, 4 functional Chedas. So these are also arises in the minds of Arahant and the Buddha, right? So these mental states can take all the object. So here, all the object mean 89 Chedas and 52 Cetasika that associate with them, and 28 matters, Nibbana and concept. Nibbana and concept. In other words, we can divide 4 types of object. So when you divide in that way, it is much more clearer. Number 1, sense sphere. Sense sphere object, right? And second, sublime object. Mahagata. Sublime object, right? And number 2, concept. Concept object. Number 3, supramundane. Supramundane object. And then you can divide 4 objects mainly, right? 4 objects. So here, all the object mean, so these 6 chetas can take all the object. Sense sphere objects, sublime object, concept, supramundane one, right? Supramundane one. Then in terms of cheta, chetasika, we divide in this way, right? So here, all objects, 89 cheta, 52 chetasika, 28 matters, nibbana, concept. Among the 89, 54 chetas arises based on senses, right? So therefore, they are called sense sphere. So we have a 52 chetasika that associate with them. And also, 28 are senses, right? Now we call it matters. These cheta can take all the objects. For further explanation, please read 142, right? 142. Okay. Next one. Second and fourth immaterial sphere chetas. I think when you learn this one, it will be clearer. Because the cheta above is very complicated and very difficult. But this one, very easy one. You have learned that second immaterial jhana and the fourth immaterial jhana, they take sublime object. Here, sublime object. So sublime object means we have a 27 sublime cheta, right? 27 sublime chetas, 5 material one, 12 immaterial one. So here, among the 12 immaterial chetas, so we have a 3 second immaterial chetas and another 3 fourth immaterial jhana cheta, altogether 6. So these 6 takes sublime object. So to make it exactly, second immaterial jhana cheta will take the first immaterial jhana chetas. And then to make it, I think I have to explain a little bit about jhana. Suppose somebody who would take the 5 material jhana, or the 5th rupa jhana, right? Rupa jhana. Then after enjoying, after meditating on the 5th jhana, he now know that. So he see the danger of material form. The danger of material form. Suppose somebody is taking meditating based on kasina, art kasina, right? Now I believe that you stay in the mind about the art kasina, right? Maybe a little bit. Kasina object, right? Art kasina. Then when you see art kasina, this one, then you have to look at that one with your eye. Then after for a while, you can catch that kasina object with your eye. Then close your eye. You can visualize that art kasina, right? If that kasina did not run away, did not disappear, then you meditate on it, right? Then if you have 5 jhana factors, you attain the first jhana. the first 5 material jhana. Then if you can overcome Vitaka, second jhana. Then if you can overcome Vichara, second jhana, right? Third jhana. If you can overcome piti or rapture, then fourth jhana. Then if you can overcome sukha or pleasure, then you will attain the fifth jhana. But your meditation object is stay at kasina, right? Stay at kasina. But the more your jhana is deeper and deeper, the kasina is getting settler and settler, right? More and more settled. More and more settled. So, but when you are keep on meditating on the kasina meditation, then you begin to find fault, the danger of material form. Not very, it's not very rough material form, it's very refined. So therefore we call it fine material, right? You find fault, or you see the danger of fine material form. So therefore you trying to run away, right? Run away from it. So therefore you have to increase the power of concentrations, right? So when you increase the power of concentrations, then using willpower, you're trying to enlarge this akasina, right? And from 1 inches, 2 inches, 3 inches, the size of this temple and the size of Singapore, right? And the size of this art, etc. So then after that, you trying to use your willpower. Then using that very big circuit in your mind, you you use your willpower, using that great circuit as a space, as a space. So earlier it is a circuit, very very big circuit, right? But using your willpower, using your concentrations, so you make it in your mind, and you visualize in your mind it is a space, right? At the power of the mind, it became space. There is no material anymore. Space is called concept. It is a concept in your mind because you constructed that space in your mind. It's not real one. So your mind created it. So your mind constructed that space. So therefore, that space is not a material one. It's not a immaterial one. It is just a concept because you create it in your mind, right? So the moment you can create in your mind a very big space, you attain the first immaterial jhana, right? The first immaterial jhana. Then you increase your willpower. So the more your concentration is deeper and deeper, now you also can see the danger of material form as well. Actually, that space is not material one, but it is stay near to material form. So therefore, want to run away. So therefore, he increases concentrations. Then taking the first immaterial jhana as the object, right? Taking the object of the first immaterial jhana, he attains second one. Second one is called infinite space, right? Consciousness, vijnana. Akasa means the consciousness of infinite space, the consciousness of infinite consciousness, right? Consciousness. So therefore, second immaterial jhana chetas take the object of the first immaterial jhana. So the first immaterial jhana is sublime, right? Sublime. So therefore, second immaterial jhana cheda will take sublime object. Sublime object means the first immaterial jhana, right? Then when you increase your concentrations, the moment you attain second arupa jhana, then you also see the danger of material one as well. Actually, by that time there's no material one, but you know that if if your mind inclined to material object, then you will drop from the jhana. So therefore, you afraid of that. You trying to run away. You want to run away from material one. That's right. The reason is, if we can run away, if we escape from material objects, our mind is very pleasant, right? So we have a full of concentrations. So we have a lot of very good feeling, right? For that reason, he don't want to lose it. So therefore, he trying to run away as far as possible. Then he increases concentrations. So when he went to attain third jhana, third immaterial jhana, he had to take the object of concept. The object of concept. The concept here means the moment you attain second immaterial jhana, there is no the first immaterial jhana. It is called nothingness, right? Nothingness of the first immaterial jhana. It's very refined. I think we cannot imagine with our mind, right? So even our breath is very difficult to find out when we meditate, right? Breathe in and breathing out. We cannot concentrate on it. But this one, he can concentrate his mind using nothingness. Nothingness is not exist reality. It is our mind created. The meditator created his mind that the moment he or she attains second immaterial jhana, there is no the first immaterial jhana. Using that nothingness as the object, and he attained the third immaterial jhana. So that means the third immaterial jhana take concept, right? The first immaterial jhana also take concept of space, but the third one take the concept of nothingness, right? That nothingness do not exist as a reality. Our mind created it. So therefore mind is very powerful, right? Mind created. So I think when we go next level, but here, the first immaterial jhana take the concept, right? So the first immaterial jhana take the concept of space, and the third immaterial jhana takes the concept of nothingness. Here, nothingness means not sunyata. Nothingness means the moment you attain second immaterial jhana, there is no the first immaterial jhana, right? Very subtle one. So therefore, the first and third immaterial jhana take the concept. And how about then he went to get more stable and more uplifting jhana. So therefore he increases the willpower. So when somebody went to attain the fourth immaterial jhana, he have to take the object of the third immaterial jhana, right? The third immaterial jhana. the moment one attains the third immaterial jhana, the mind is very calm and very serene. Looking at that calmness of the mind, serenity of the mind, and he attains the fourth immaterial jhana. So therefore, the fourth immaterial jhana Chaita take sublime object. Sublime object means the third immaterial jhana. Right? The third immaterial jhana. I think that is very technical one, but I hope you understand. Right? Understand? Very blunt. I think make it very simple. I think please listen the recording when we learn about immaterial jhana, right? And you will understand better. So the first immaterial jhana use the object of space. Space does not exist. Our mind created it, right? Our mind created it. So therefore, space is a concept, right? The first immaterial jhana here, the first immaterial jhana, look at second one. The first immaterial jhana take concept of space. And also, second immaterial jhana take the object of the first immaterial jhana. So, okay, question. Sorry, because for the recording. No, right? Okay, then you a little bit louder.
Just now I heard the first immaterial jhana, the object is still the earth kasina, but then the second one, then it will go into space.
No, it's not correct. The first immaterial jhana take the concept of space. So therefore it is called, how to say, the infinity of space, right? Infinity of space. The second immaterial jhana take the first one, the first jhana, right? The first jhana. The moment you attain the first jhana, so the first jhana take infinite space, right? So the mind that take object of infinite space and also infinite consciousness, right? So therefore, when we want to attain second immaterial jhana, we have to use infinite, we have to look at infinite space as an object. So therefore, when we want to meditate, we need one object. So the mind cannot stand without the object, right? The mind cannot stand without object. So next session we have to learn that one, the base of virtue, right? So second immaterial jhana take the object of infinite consciousness, right? The moment you attain the first immaterial jhana, you have an infinite consciousness. So second immaterial jhana take the object of that infinite consciousness, right? So therefore, second immaterial jhana take the object of sublime. The object of sublime, to make it, is specifically, so the second immaterial jhana take the first immaterial chaita, right? Immaterial chaita. No, infinite space for the first one. Not second. Second one is, I think better listen to my recording.
space as in the first. That means the first immaterial and the second immaterial jhana both take space, but second one is infinite space.
No. Actually, the first immaterial jhana take infinite space as the object, right?
Yes.
So, for the one who attained the first immaterial jhana, his mind, the one who his mind take the object of infinite space. So therefore, his mind, or we can call it his mind, is infinite consciousness. And second immaterial jhana take that infinite consciousness, not a space. I think when you learn this one, it's quite clear, right? Quite clear. Second immaterial jhana, sublime object, not concept, right? Not concept.
Thank you, Bandi.
Okay, so as I earlier said that the first immaterial jhana take concept, and the third one also concept of nothingness, and the fourth immaterial jhana take the object of the third immaterial consciousness. So therefore, I think when you learn these two charts, it's quite clear that it became clear, right? So Chetas, they take different objects, right? They take different objects. So here, 55 material Chetas also take the object of concept. The object of concept, right? The reason is, look at the meditation, Akasina meditation, right? So the moment you see Akasina, you haven't attained any jhana yet. It is just sense sphere Cheta, right? Because your mind takes sense sphere. Actually, the Akasina is a material form, right? Material form. When you look at that material form, that is I thought process, right? Thought process. Then you close your eye. Then you look, you visualize that Akasina in your mind. Even you visualize Akasina, it is still material form, right? It's not a concept yet. It's not a concept yet. The later you just focus on that Akasina. Focus on Akasina. Then that Akasina became brighter and brighter, right? So the moment you attain very deeper level of concentration, and that circular Akasina became brighter and brighter until material form discarded, right? So only brighten circuit, right? A brighten light, a brighten circuit. Because that circuit is created by our mind. It doesn't really exist. Therefore, it is called concept. So only the moment you attain, only the moment you take the object of that concept, you attain jhana. The first jhana, second, third, fourth, and fifth jhana. So therefore, all the 55 material jhana chetas takes the object of concept, right? The object of concept. And if you look at page number 142, page number 142, you will see the chart, right? You will see the charts. Later I will explain. A little bit. And then 21 cheta take the object of concept, right? The object of concept. Only the object of concept, right? Only. But here, 6 immaterial jhana chetas takes the object of sublime only, right? Only. As you all know that we have a 25 chetas takes only sense sphere object, right? And we have 8 supramundane chetas takes only Nibbana object. When you attain Magga and Phala, you will take the object of Nibbana only, no other things, right? So as you all know that some at the middle, some takes many objects, right? Many objects. Then I hope that is I think this is the most difficult session. I think that. You understand? Can you appreciate? I think some of you may appreciate. I think so, right? For those who digest 89 chaittas. So therefore, I think 89 chaittas are the basement, right? The base where we can build a 9-story building, right? 9-story building. If the foundation is not strong, then you cannot go. Your house will collapse. So therefore, we have to make it foundation very strong, right? You have to know 89 chaittas in your mind, right? So for those who do not know 89 chaittas, it will be quite blah, right? Quite blah. You can look at this one. Actually, the page number 142, right? Page number 142. So if you look at this chart, it's quite clear. This one 10, 3 mind element and 12 chaittas. These are 25. So these 25 take only sense sphere object, right? Then 6 immaterial jhana chaittas, second immaterial and fourth immaterial jhana chaittas take only sublime object. And 21 chaittas, 55 material jhana chaittas, and the first and third immaterial jhana chaittas, altogether 21, they take only concept object. 8 supramundane chaittas takes only Nibbana object. The rest of the chaittas take a lot, right? 20 chaittas, they will take mundane object and concept. So here, among the mundane, we have a sense sphere object and sublime object, right? When we use this category, 20 chaittas will take sense sphere object, sublime object, concept object, right? So these 20 chaittas cannot take supramundane object. But 5 chaittas, sense sphere beautiful chaittas associated with the knowledge, and also wholesome abhenya, direct knowledge chaittas, altogether 5. So these 5 can take all the object other than 2 chaittas, Arata Magga and Arata Phala, right? And 6 chaittas, sense sphere beautiful functional chaittas associated with knowledge, and also functional direct knowledge, mind or advancing chaittas, altogether 6. So these 6 can take all the object. And then if you know this chart, I think it's the most difficult one. At least for me, not I don't know for you. For me, it's the most difficult to explain. Okay. Then go to next one. CAM, right? Page number 142. Here, 5 material sphere, the first jhana. So we have 5 material, the first jhana, can take 25 object. As you all know that we have a 40 meditation method, right? 40 meditation method. Among them, so these are concept. So when you attain the first jhana, rupa jhana, based on 10 kasina, when you practice one of the 10 kasina and one of the final kasina, Asubha Bhavana, and also body meditation method. That means Kayanupassana, right? Contemplating on the body, and also breathing meditation, and metta meditation. Because when you meditate, loving kindness meditations, your object is the people, right? The beings, sentient beings. When you meditate loving kindness meditation, compassion meditation, karuna meditation, so your object is the beings, right? The beings who are suffering. Actually, the being, there's no beings. Our mind just created, right? The beings, the women, the men, all these are concepts, right? All these are names. There's only mind and body, right? Mind and body. And also, joy, right? Being. Equanimity also, concept. The infinite space, nothingness. So we have a 20. That when you attain second jhana, that you can attain second jhana based on Tangasina meditation method, and you cannot attain second higher jhana, higher than the first jhana, based on Asubha Bhavana, fastness meditation, right? Now when you meditate contemplation on the body, you attain only the first jhana, right? Just like that, you can see at this one. Look at this one. Immaterial sphere, the first immaterial sphere jhana, 3, right? And you can only attain contemplating on infinite space, right? Using the object of infinite space. Then, the third immaterial jhana, you can contemplate or you can use the object of nothingness, right? Nothingness. Okay. Sorry? This one? Contemplating on the body, right? No, not falling. Well, in Pali we call it Kayanupassana. Kayanupassana. Sorry? Actually, in the Pali canon, when you contemplate 32 parts of the body, right? 32 parts of the body, we can call it Asubha Bhavana, because our body is not beautiful when you analyze all the 32, right? But in Visuddhimagga, it is called Kayanupassana, body conscious, body meditation, right? Visuddhimagga name as a Kayanupassana. And regarding with the fastness meditations, so looking at the decay of the body, especially when you go to cemetery, right? This one also Asubha Bhavana, but so this is we are learning the way Visuddhimagga define, right? So therefore, in the Pali canon, the body here Kayanupassana means when you are going, you contemplate your movement, what you are doing. When you are speaking, you contemplate what you are doing, what you are speaking, right? That is Kayanupassana. But Visuddhimagga define Kayanupassana means 32 parts of the body, right? The different different naming or different category, right? Different category. Okay. Question? Four element is not a concept. It is a material form. Four element is not a concept. Now we are talking about concept. Right? Okay. Yeah.
Bhante, I have a question.
Yeah.
We have been learning about the mind for more than a year. And we have been learning about chittas and cetasikas, the mind, for more than a year. And so we have been learning, we've been looking at chittas, we've been classifying it in many different ways.
Okay.
We slice it, we dice it. North, south, east, west, every way we cut it.
Yeah, yeah.
So last year we learned about the nature of the chitta. And then we also learned about where the chittas are found, the plane of existence. So this year we are then also feelings.
Yeah.
How we organize, we classify them according to all this. And then now we are learning how to further classify them according to their functions, their doors and all that. So it's very detailed, looking at chittas under the microscope from many different angles.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering, what is the purpose of that? I guess it will help the meditator, but for most of us who can't reach that level, how is understanding it such a detailed microscopic level, how does that help us to be better practitioners on a daily level?
A very good, very, very good question, I will say that. So therefore, Abhidhamma is given another name, Nama Rupa Paricheda. Analyzing Nama Rupa. Now we are analyzing Nama, right? Nama here means not only Cheda, but also Chetasika, Nibbana, right? Nibbana. So currently we are analyzing Chedas, and especially Chedas in different way, right? We are slicing, analyzing, right, in detail, right? So actually, so therefore, we can call it Abhidhamma Nama Rupa Paricheda, right? For those, so therefore, send Abhidhamma scholars who favor Abhidhamma, and they will say that without understanding Abhidhamma, one cannot attain Nibbana. They go farther, right? And some people who do not like Abhidhamma, they say, we don't need to learn Abhidhamma, you can attain Nibbana. Right? Actually, it is two extremes, I think. Two extremes. But of course, without understanding Nama Rupa, you cannot attain Nibbana. You cannot become Sotapanna. Right? Sotapanna. So therefore, just look at Sotapanna. Yankenchi Samudaya Dhamma Sabanda Nirodha Dhamma. Something that arises is subject to cessation. Right? We always have we have learned that mind arises and passes away. Chetasika arises and passes away. But if we have a deeper level of concentrations, we can see arising and cessation of Nama as well as a Rupa, right? So by understanding the nature of feeling and the definition of feeling and the nature of volition or Sedana, the nature of perception, and when you experience by yourself, you can analyze much better way, right? Much better way. So the thing is, we have to combine our theory knowledge with the practical one. If you just learning Abhidhamma in theory, I think it will not much useful for you. Just knowledge, right? When you die, disappear. Of course, the best thing is to combine with our practical one, right? Of course, we are learning Abhidhamma, we are analyzing mind, Nama, Rupa in details, right? Sometimes even we go farther, right? So therefore, I will say that if you know Abhidhamma, is very good. But even you do not learn Abhidhamma, when you practice, when you can develop and cultivate concentrations, and you will see Abhidhamma by yourself. right? You don't need to sit down for a long time. You don't need to sit down for more than 1 year. Right? So therefore, when I teach in previous week, when I teach dependent origination to the students, 1B students, so I told them we have learned dependent origination in theory, but I think that some of you may not understand very well. But don't worry, if you practice meditations, you will see dependent origination by yourself. Actually, we are just learning in theory, right? So if you meditate, if you can develop concentrations, then you will see how your mind works. So by that time, you will understand dependent origination. And also you will understand Abhidhamma very well. So here, the purpose of learning Abhidhamma is to analyze Nama Rupa, right? So we have been analyzing Nama more than 1 year. I think that it will take 3 years. I think we cannot finish this year. I don't know. Then I think that it will help you not only in your practice, but as well as for those who are teaching Abhidhamma, right? I think they can appreciate. So I think that to explain Abhidhamma is not really easy, right? Even for me, this one is very difficult. Very difficult. Okay. Any question? Okay, then let's go to the last one. The last, the basis, right? Basis, Vatu. In the realms where material form, Rupa, obtains, the mind arises dependent on basis. So there are 6 bases. I'm base. Mind arises based on our eye, right? Based on our eye. When we see somebody, when we see something, then series of mind arises. So our mind is the base, right? Where the mind arises. Just like that, when we hear something, and series of mind arises. So therefore, ear is the basis of our mind, the base of our mind. So here eye me, eye sensitivity, right? Eye sensitivity. Ear me, ear sensitivity. Nose. So based on the nose, it triggers a series of mind arises, right? Arises. And also tongue base. Based on the tongue, when you eat something, a group of mind arises, whether you like it or you don't like it, whether it is neutral, right? So these, a group of mind arises based on your tongue. And body, when you feel it, when you feel something, when you touch something, then a series of mind arises. Most importantly, the last one, heart base, Hariyavatu, or we can call it the base of the mind. You can call it the base of the mind. But if we take it literally, heart-based, the heart in our mind, right? The heart in our mind. We call it the base of the mind. In other words, heart-based. So based on the heart, mind, most of the mind arises. So therefore, heart is very important. Even people die, even the brain is stop working, the heart is still functioning, right? So if the heart is still functioning, still survives, right? Still survives. That means, I think it's very logical to think that our heart is the base of most of the mind. Anger arises based on heart. Love or loving kindness arises based on the heart. Right? Based on the heart. So therefore, heart pace is very important. It is, I think that as a Buddhist, I think we should proud to know that, right? We have a heart-paced. Medical science, they will say brain, right? They pay much attention to the brain, right? If the brain is not working, died, right? But now they later learn that even though the brain is not working, but heart is still functioning. It is the evidence that the Buddhist teachings is correct, right? But we need to know that the Buddha just mentioned the word Vatu, not Harya. The word Harya is added by commentators, not even the Pali Canon, not even the Abhidhamma text. It's not mentioned. Abhidhamma text just use two words, Vatu, and also just in mind, just say how to say that a kind of material form. Based on that, the mind arises. So the Buddha used rupa means material form, just normal word, right? And also the Buddha used vatu, only two words. But commentator, they use another one, Harya Vatu, right? Harya Vatu. So don't forget that we are learning Abhidhamma Sangha. We are not learning Abhidhamma text, right? So actually Abhidhamma Sangha use Abhidhamma text as well as commentaries, right? So the word Harya is added by commentators. It is also very logical. It's also very logical. But when we don't want to take it as a the heart is the base where the mind arises, right? In the Pali Canon, the word Harya is often used to denote the mind. To denote the mind. Like the word Haryangama. Haryangama here, Harya, right? Harya means the heart or the mind. We can take it as a mind. Agama means go straight to the mind, right? Haryangama means the word that goes straight to the mind. We should use the word that goes straight to the mind, right? And also in Gauttama Nikaya, the Buddha used a calm heart, right? Calm heart, a calm mind. So here, when you look at Pali Canon, sometimes the Buddha used the word Harya, how to say the in terms of mind, right? In terms of mind. So that means Harya Vatu means the base of the mind. So it's also correct that most of the mind arises based on Harya. So we will learn the mind and the basis where the mind arises, right? I think when you look at page number, please look at the page number. (144). Page number 144. Heart base. Harya Vatu. Only this one. After that, we're not. We're finished, right? According to the Pali commentators, the heart serves as the physical support for all chetas, other than to settle fivefold sense consciousness, right? Consciousness. When we see something, a series of mind arises. Then after that, based on the heart, another type of series of mind arises. The heart is the most important one, right? Then I interview with a very serious meditator, and they also can experience the mind arises based on the heart. That doesn't mean that the mind exists in the heart. The mind does not exist in the heart. It is just the base where the mind arises. So when we study a simile of a guitar, you understand, right? The sound does not exist in the guitar, right? Not in the hand, not in the space. Based on the causes, the sound arises. So just like that, the mind does not exist in the heart or in the brain. It does not exist anywhere. Based on the causes, when we see something, when we hear something, right? So based on the causes, the mind arises. So the mind, therefore, the mind is called Sinkata. Sinkata, thing that has a condition. Based on conditions, the mind arises. So, sabbe sankhara anicca, right? All conditioned things are impermanent. If you understand impermanent nature of the mind, you understand Sotapanna, right? But in practice, not in theory, right? Practical, not in theory. Here, the heart serves as a physical support for all chetas, other than to settle fivefold sense sphere consciousness. Only 10 cheta arises based on eye, ear, nose, the body. Other than these 10, all the cheta arises based on the heart, right? Based on the heart. Which later their respective sensitivity at their basis. In the canonical Abhidhamma, the heart base is not expressly mentioned, right? In the Abhidhamma text, the heart base is not exactly mentioned. The Patthana, the last Abhidhamma book, simply speak of that matter, that rupa, independent on which the mind element, mind consciousness element occur. Right? So therefore, even the Abhidhamma text, Hariya, the word Hariya is not used. Right? The Buddha just used that matter. Right? Matter. The mind element and mind consciousness element occur. The commentaries, however, subsequently specify that matter to be the heart-based. They use the word Hariya, right? So anyway, up to, I think even today, some meditator, they can experience the mind arises based on the heart. Suppose you see something, right? So what they say is, that is the object, right? So that object, suppose when you see a car, the car that you see is a picture, right? So the picture of the car appear here in the eye. Then another picture right away appear in the heart. 3 picture, right? Actual car, a picture of car in the eye, then right away, a picture in the heart. They can see like this. Because now we cannot see. The reason is we don't have a powerful concentrations. So if our concentration is very powerful, very sharp, we can experience, right? So I think you can experience by yourself. If you are mindful, if you are concentrated. At your car, one picture here, another picture here, right? Only the picture arises in the heart. You will know it, right? You will know it, right? I think the science, medical science, they can prove only at your car, and the car, the image of car appear here, right? Only this one. But meditator, they can experience another picture here, right? It is heart-based, right? Hariyava 2. Okay, then we'll continue next week. Okay. Yo
vada tham pavaro manu Jesu Sakya Muni Bhagava Kata Gecho Paragato Bala Viriya Samangi Tam Sugatam Saranatam Upemi Raga Viraga Mani Jama Sokam Dhamma Sankatama Patikulang Madura Mimam Pagunam Subhibatang Dhamma Mimam Saranatamu Yata Chadi Namaha Palamahu Chatusu Suci Supurisa Yogesu Atacha Pogala Dhammadasate Sanggami Mam Saranatamu Pemi. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Bhante.
Thank you.